Hello, my name is Macsen and welcome to my Europa Universalis IV Let's Play. I'm actually going to be showing you the options first of the country I'm going to be playing. That country happens to be Savoy. I'll go into the details of why I'm picking Savoy in a minute. But the options I shall be using are the hardest difficulty setting, which is hard. That means the AI is more aggressive towards the players, or player in this case. I should be having AI bonuses, so all the AI countries have a load of handy bonuses against me. Lucky Nations is going to be random, so it means the world will end up a bit different than it may normally have. Having said that though, it's entirely possible for the normal tier 1 countries like Castile, England, France and so on to still be lucky nations in this. Because, well, it's random, and bigger nations tend to get it. I think it says there. Weighted towards larger, more advanced powers, yeah. Multiplayer ones are both off. The Iron Man option, you can only use that if you're using Steam Cloud. I've had problems using Steam Cloud before. I was playing The Witcher 2 and it started deleting my saves. So, to be honest, I don't really want to stick that on. It doesn't change the difficulty at all. Apart from... So, I think I'm going to leave that off. If there's enough demand in a future Let's Play of this I might change it, but not for this one. The game is new out as well, and there are definitely small bugs in it, so I don't want my game being ruined because of Iron Man. But apart from that, we're going to be, as I said before, going to be playing Savoy. Savoy, I mean, it's got, what's that, 6 territories actually. So you think they're about a medium-sized power, but to be honest, they've got so many powerful, all these countries around them could potentially be a threat. I have actually started playing them before. I'll show you that save in a bit later. Show you how well I'm doing, and hopefully I can replicate that. This is the hardest difficulty settings though, so it's going to be quite difficult still. But you've got the key, I think, with Savoy is keeping France on side, at least until you can fight back against them. But even countries like Milan, Switzerland, and Burgundy can put you in real trouble if you're not careful with your diplomacy. My long-term aims for Savoy are to maybe form Sardinia Piedmont before forming Italy. I'm not sure if that's possible. They both come at about the same time. You have to have administration tech 10. I've actually looked in the games files to see what Italy's stats are. So Italy has global trade bonus of 10%. Savoy actually itself has its own unique Savoyard ideas. Oh yeah, Savoyard. I'll briefly flick over them and go into detail about them later. Missionary strength could be useful if I take Africa, which I plan on doing. Parts of it anyway. But Italy's bonuses are global trade power plus 10%. They get discovered relations impact minus 25%. Not exactly sure what that is. They get a bonus to defense of 20%. Stability cost modifier plus 10%. Infantry power of plus 15%. That's really good. Galleys cost 10% less and are 10% more powerful. Global manpower modifier is plus 20%. Global tax modifier is plus 10%. Imperial authority if they stay within the HRE, which I'm not sure if I'll be doing long term, but it'd be good if I do. And core creation cost is minus 20%. So Italy is a very good nation once you get them up and running. I think you need to take Lombardia, Roma, Siena, Firenze and Ancona. That's the main constituents of forming Italy. But my plans for Savoy, apart from surviving, is from Italy. Uh, take bits of North Africa. I'm probably gonna, because they start in a Genoese trade region, it's not a what I would call a colonial node. The colonial nodes are the North Sea, England, France, and Sevilla, because they directly uh, trade from the colonies directly goes back to their nodes. In Genoa's case, Sevilla is in the way, but there is a way to go through Tunisia, the Central Sahara trade node, and the Ivory Coast, all the way to Brazil. So I'll probably long term be trying to funnel trade from Brazil all the way up here, and maybe from Eastern and Southern Africa as well. That's my long term aims, very long term aims. But apart from that, I think I'll show you my save game and give you an idea of what the game starts out like early on for Savoy. And so far it's been 25 years, I think, and I've taken, no one's actually declared war on me so far, which is brilliant. All the wars have been my own choosing. I've taken Provence, Corsica, Siena, and Sardinia are being diplo annexed. And I might, well, my future plans are probably going to be taking this state when it emerges from the papacy. And France has got a bit of a rebellion issue because of Avignon down here. In terms of how I'm going to be playing the game, I'm going to probably be at 4 speeds during peace times and 2 or 3 during war times. I'd recommend, if you're playing this game yourself, that you set up certain things before you start. These are very important, picking these nations that you want information on. So in this area here, I basically have filters from the interesting countries I've selected, and the filters about my own country, and all the other countries are off, but I tend to have the other countries here, so when you're watching you can check out what's going on in the wider world when you're watching my Let's Play. Also, the message settings, you should really make sure you set these up previous to playing. I tend to have a lot of them paused for my own ones. It is at 4 speed though, so it should be reasonably quick, hopefully. For the interesting countries, I just have mainly these messages which appear here if that country is selected. Some of the more important ones are paused. I don't like having this one on because it just comes up as a pop-up, and for the pause pop-up, so I don't have any of those on for any of them. These actually are saved in they should be on your My Documents file somewhere, so you can make a backup if you go wrong with these. And I'll also give you a annotation link for the country lists that I found Italy in, because it's quite useful looking through those, seeing what countries you can form. There's Hindustan, for example, and Romania you can form in the game, which there's plenty of interesting countries you can form. Ireland as well. And you can find out what ideas you have for those countries in there. But I think that's about it for this part 0 or preliminary video to this Let's Play. So thank you for watching. I'll leave a link to the first part when it's out. Should be out hopefully no longer than a day after this video is out. So as I said, thank you for watching, and please check out my Let's Play, and I'll see you then.